Your mind is a magnet, and it is constantly attracting the things that match the frequency of your dominant thoughts. If you think about problems all day, your mind tunes into more problems. If you constantly picture success, opportunity, and abundance, your brain and energy begin to align with those realities. Imagine your mind like a radio station. You can't tune in to a success station if you're broadcasting fear and doubt. The law of attraction responds to energy, not desperation. This is why it is essential to take control of your thoughts with discipline and intention. Most people wake up and immediately start thinking about yesterday's troubles, today's worries, and tomorrow's fears. They don't realize that these repetitive thoughts are programming their subconscious to expect more struggle. But when you deliberately shift your focus toward what you want, you start to change the channel of your life. This doesn't mean you simply daydream and expect miracles. It's about internal alignment. When you wake up and visualize the life you want, something happens inside your brain. Your mind begins to filter information differently. Psychologists call this the reticular activating system. It's like a mental filter that notices things connected to your focus. If your mind is locked on problems, it notices only barriers. If it's tuned to solutions and success, you begin to notice opportunities that were invisible before. That's why people who practice visualization often say things just start showing up for them. It isn't magic, it's focus attracting action and action attracting results. To make your mind a powerful magnet for success, you must create a habit of feeding it with positive, intentional thoughts. Think about your goals in the present tense, as if they are already yours. Say to yourself, I am living in abundance, instead of, I wish I had more money. Feel what it's like to have that success right now. That feeling sends a stronger signal than just thinking without emotion. Emotion is the electricity that powers the magnet of the mind. When you feel joy, gratitude, and certainty, you amplify the pull of attraction. But remember, a magnet can attract or repel. If you focus on jealousy, anger, or fear, your energy repels opportunities because you're vibrating at the wrong frequency. That's why gratitude is essential. Each morning and night, take a moment to acknowledge what's already working in your life. This simple act flips the polarity of your mental magnet from scarcity to abundance. Over time, your environment starts reflecting your inner world. People will notice your energy, new conversations will arise, you'll begin to see pathways you missed before because your mind was too busy with self-doubt. Once your mind becomes a true magnet for success, life starts responding differently. The people you meet, the ideas you get, the timing of events, all begin to align with your vision. It won't always happen overnight, but consistency is the secret. Just as a magnet becomes stronger with repeated exposure to the right energy, your mind strengthens with repetition of positive focus. Every thought is like a vote for the future you want to create. The more votes you cast for success, the more inevitable it becomes. This is the core principle behind attracting success with your mind. Focus creates energy, energy creates alignment, and alignment creates results. Clarity creates reality, and it is one of the most powerful forces behind the law of attraction. If your vision is blurry, your results will be blurry. Imagine trying to hit a target you cannot see clearly. Every effort will feel random, uncertain, and exhausting. Success is attracted to the person who knows exactly what they want, why they want it, and can see it in their mind with absolute certainty. When you are clear about your goals, your energy becomes focused, and focused energy is like a laser. It cuts through distractions, doubts, and obstacles. Without clarity, life feels like a wandering journey, full of effort but lacking direction. People often say they want to be successful, happy, or rich, but those words are vague. The universe responds to specificity. When you can visualize the exact life you desire in detail, down to how it looks, feels, and sounds, you start sending a strong signal that attracts the right opportunities to match that vision. Clarity is not just about setting a goal. It is about creating a mental picture so vivid that your mind believes it is already real. When you close your eyes, you should be able to walk through your dream life like you are moving through a home you already own. See yourself waking up in that life, feel the excitement of achieving it, and let your mind imprint that reality as the only possible outcome. The brain cannot tell the difference between a vividly imagined experience and a real one. That is why elite athletes visualize victory before a game. They are programming their minds to expect success, and the body naturally follows the mind's direction. The clearer your vision, the easier it becomes to align your thoughts, emotions, and actions to that vision. But clarity without focus is like light without direction. It spreads everywhere and achieves little. That is why you must eliminate the noise in your life. Too many people are chasing 5 different dreams with half-hearted energy and wondering why nothing is working. The law of attraction rewards the person who chooses a path and commits to it fully. When you focus on one clear vision, your energy gathers momentum. Opportunities you once overlooked will suddenly stand out because your mind is trained to spot anything that moves you closer to your goal. This mental alignment is not magic. It is psychology combined with energetic focus. Another key to clarity is knowing your why. Why do you want this success? Why does this vision matter to you? A clear why fuels persistence. When challenges appear, your reason will pull you forward, while vague desires will make you quit. If you want financial freedom, know exactly what that means for you. Does it mean traveling the world, buying a dream home, supporting your family, or living without stress? The clearer you are about the purpose behind your goal, the stronger your attraction power becomes. Life responds to the energy of someone who knows exactly what they are chasing and why. As clarity grows, you start to notice that the world around you seems to rearrange itself. People will call you at the right time, ideas will spark when you least expect, and opportunities will show up like they were waiting for your invitation. This is because a clear mind sends out a consistent frequency, while a scattered mind sends mixed signals that confuse results. Think of clarity as tuning your inner radio to one exact station. Once you lock in, the music plays without interference. That music is your success coming closer, one note at a time. Finally, living with clarity is not a one-time act but a daily practice. Spend time each morning or night reinforcing your vision. Write it down, speak it out loud, and visualize it like it is already yours. This repetitive focus transforms your belief system and eliminates doubts that try to creep in. When clarity becomes your lifestyle, reality begins to obey it. Life mirrors the pictures you hold with conviction, and step by step, your clear vision turns into the world you walk in. Emotion fuels manifestation, and it is the heartbeat of the law of attraction. Thoughts alone are like unlit matches. They have potential, but without the fire of emotion, they create no spark. Your feelings are the energy that powers your intentions. When you think about a goal with excitement, gratitude, and certainty, you generate a magnetic frequency that calls it into your life. But when you think about the same goal with doubt, fear, or impatience, you create resistance that pushes it further away. The universe, life, or energy, whatever name you give it, responds to how you feel more than just what you think. A thought without emotion is like a radio signal that is too weak to reach its destination, but a thought wrapped in powerful feeling is a broadcast that life cannot ignore. When you truly want to manifest success, you must first experience the emotion of having it now. Most people do the opposite. They focus on the absence of their desire, thinking, "I'll be happy when I get that job, that money, that relationship," but all they are doing is feeling lack. The law of attraction works by reflection, and feeling lack attracts more lack. Instead, you must trick your mind and body into feeling as though your desire is already achieved. Visualize yourself in that new life. Hear the sounds of that environment, see the details around you, feel the excitement and gratitude of having arrived. That emotional energy is the fuel that sends your intention into the world with power. There is a reason successful people often speak with passion and energy about their goals. Their emotions are engaged. Passion is magnetic because it vibrates at a higher frequency than indifference or fear. Every morning, you can activate this by doing simple exercises. Close your eyes, breathe deeply, and imagine your dream as if it is happening right now. Smile as if the victory is yours. Feel your chest expand with gratitude. This practice shifts your emotional state from waiting to receiving, and when your emotions align with your vision, you attract people, ideas, and situations that match your energy. Emotions also create momentum. Think about a time when you felt truly inspired. Didn't you naturally take action? Motivation flows from feeling, and action powered by strong emotion carries a different energy than action forced by obligation. This is why emotional alignment makes manifestation faster. For example, if you want to attract financial abundance, don't just write down the numbers. Feel what freedom and security would be like. Imagine surprising your parents with a gift, traveling without worry, or donating to causes you care about. Those feelings generate a state of gratitude and excitement, which signal to life that you are already living in abundance. And a life that feels abundant attracts more abundance. On the other hand, negative emotions slow manifestation because they create a mixed signal. Wanting success but feeling jealous of someone else's achievement sends confusion into the energy you project. It's like pressing the gas and the brake at the same time. This is why emotional mastery is crucial. The law of attraction is not just about thinking positively, it's about maintaining emotional states that are in harmony with what you want. Even 5 minutes of genuine gratitude or joy can have more impact than hours of mechanical affirmations said without feeling. To harness the power of emotion, you must practice emotional awareness daily. Notice when fear, frustration, or doubt arise and consciously shift them. Music, movement, affirmations, and visualization are tools that can help you change your emotional frequency. When you feel inspired, empowered, and thankful, you become like a beacon. People will sense your energy without you saying a word. Opportunities gravitate toward you because emotion creates momentum, and momentum attracts results. Ultimately, emotion is the bridge between imagination and reality. Thoughts create the blueprint, but emotion brings it to life. When your heart and mind are in harmony, manifestation becomes natural. You will start to notice synchronicities, chance meetings, sudden ideas, and timely opportunities that feel almost magical. But they are not magic. They are the reflection of the emotional energy you have been radiating into the world. Consistently feel now what you want to live later, and life will mirror it back to you in ways that will leave you in awe. Action aligns energy, and it is the bridge between desire and manifestation. The law of attraction is not just about thinking or visualizing. It is about taking steps that harmonize with the vision you hold. A dream without action is like a seed that never meets the soil it holds potential, but it will never grow. When you take action toward your goals, even small ones, you send a powerful signal to life that says, "I am ready to receive." Action is the proof of belief. If you say you want success but remain still, your energy contradicts your intention. But when your actions and thoughts align, your energy becomes unstoppable. One of the most common misunderstandings about the law of attraction is that people assume they can just sit back, visualize, and wait for miracles to fall from the sky. Visualization is essential, but it is the starting point, not the finish line. When you combine a clear vision with inspired action, you create momentum. Momentum is the force that carries your dream from the invisible world of thoughts into the tangible world of results. Think of a magnet again. Your thoughts and emotions create the pull, but your actions move you closer to what is being attracted. Action does not always mean giant leaps. Often, the smallest steps create the most powerful energy shifts. When you write down your goals, apply for that course, send that email, make that call, or start that business plan, you are aligning your inner energy with the outer world. Life responds to movement. It's as if the universe is waiting for you to take the first step before it opens the next door. Every time you act in faith, you strengthen the magnetic field of your desire. You move from being a passive thinker to an active creator. Aligned action also builds confidence. Each step you take reinforces your belief that your vision is possible. Confidence is a frequency, and confidence attracts more opportunities. Imagine someone who constantly visualizes wealth but never learns a skill, never seeks opportunities, and never takes a step toward financial growth. Their energy is incomplete. Contrast that with someone who not only visualizes wealth but also studies investments, networks with successful people, and consistently improves their skills. That person's actions amplify the signal of their intention. Opportunities flow toward them faster because their energy and behavior are speaking the same language. Another key to aligning action with energy is listening to your intuition. Inspired action often feels natural and exciting. It's not about forcing or overworking yourself. It's about recognizing the nudges and opportunities that life presents once your mind is focused. Sometimes one small, seemingly random action can trigger a chain reaction that leads to extraordinary results. This is why you must stay alert and act when opportunities align with your vision. Many people miss their breakthroughs because they hesitate or wait for perfect timing. Action, even imperfect action, keeps energy flowing. It's also important to remember that consistency multiplies energy. One day of action is not enough to manifest big goals. Success is built through repeated alignment, thinking, feeling, and acting in harmony day after day. Even when results are not immediately visible, every aligned action plants a seed. Most people quit before the harvest because they cannot see the roots growing beneath the soil. But those who keep moving, keep believing, and keep taking action eventually experience the results they envision. Lastly, action dissolves fear and doubt. Fear thrives in stillness, but the moment you start moving, your focus shifts from what might go wrong to what you can make right. Every action you take toward your dream tells your subconscious mind that you are serious, and your subconscious begins to support your journey. The law of attraction is most powerful when it meets the law of action. Your steps create ripples that turn into waves, and those waves eventually carry your vision to the shore of reality. When you combine clear thoughts, strong emotions, and consistent action, you become a magnet not just for opportunities but for transformation. Your energy is no longer scattered. It is moving in one focused direction, and life cannot ignore that kind of alignment. Gratitude multiplies opportunities, and it is one of the most powerful yet underestimated forces in the law of attraction. Most people think of gratitude as something you feel after good things happen, but those who truly understand energy know that gratitude is a magnet that attracts even more to be grateful for. It is a mindset and a frequency that tells life, I am ready for more because I appreciate what I already have. When you focus on what is missing, you create resistance. When you focus on what is present and valuable, even if it is small, you open the door for expansion. Life responds to the energy of appreciation because gratitude is the vibration of abundance. When you wake up and immediately notice the good in your life, the bed you slept in, the air you breathe, the opportunities ahead, you set a tone for the day that amplifies attraction. Gratitude shifts your focus from lack to abundance. Lack says, I don't have enough, I need more before I can feel good. Gratitude says, I am already blessed and I am open to receiving even more. These are two completely different frequencies, and the law of attraction responds accordingly. People who constantly complain or dwell on what they don't have tend to attract more situations that reinforce that lack. But people who carry gratitude in their hearts often notice that doors open unexpectedly, people offer help, and new ideas flow effortlessly. Another powerful aspect of gratitude is how it changes your emotional state. Emotion fuels manifestation, and gratitude is one of the highest emotional frequencies you can generate. Feeling thankful instantly raises your vibration. It is nearly impossible to feel gratitude and fear at the same time because appreciation dissolves negativity. This is why many successful people start or end their day with a gratitude practice. Writing down 3 to 5 things you are grateful for, no matter how small, trains your mind to look for blessings instead of problems. Over time, your subconscious begins to filter the world differently. You notice opportunities that were invisible before because your mind is tuned to the station of abundance instead of scarcity. Gratitude also strengthens relationships, which in turn multiplies opportunities. When you express genuine appreciation to the people around you, family, friends, mentors, colleagues, you deepen connections. Opportunities often flow through people, and people naturally want to help, support, and collaborate with those who make them feel valued. A simple thank you, an acknowledgement of someone's effort, or a smile of appreciation can ripple out in ways that come back to you multiplied. The energy you give is the energy you receive, and gratitude is the purest form of positive energy you can share. Living in gratitude does not mean ignoring challenges or pretending life is perfect. It means choosing to focus on the parts of life that empower you instead of the ones that drain you. Even in difficult times, there is something to acknowledge, a lesson learned, a new strength discovered, or the fact that you are still standing. This mindset keeps your energy aligned with growth instead of defeat. And when your energy stays open and elevated, the law of attraction has room to work in your favor. Life can only give to an open hand, and gratitude is what opens it. Gratitude also creates momentum for manifestation. Imagine your life as a garden. Every time you express thanks, it's like watering the seeds you've planted with your intentions. Those seeds sprout faster because gratitude is nurturing energy. On the other hand, complaining or dwelling on what is missing is like pouring negativity over your seeds. It slows or even blocks their growth. This is why so many people who start practicing gratitude experience a sudden shift in their circumstances. It's not luck, it's alignment. When your heart is thankful, your energy becomes magnetic, and that magnetism attracts people, ideas, and events that match your vibration. Finally, gratitude is a daily practice, not a one-time exercise. To truly multiply opportunities, you must live in a state of consistent appreciation. Start and end your day by listing things you are grateful for, and take moments throughout the day to silently thank life for even the smallest gifts. A kind gesture, a new idea, or a challenge that helps you grow. This constant focus on appreciation keeps your energy high and your mind open to possibilities. And the more open and elevated your energy is, the faster opportunities appear, often in ways you could never have predicted. Persistence breaks resistance, and it is the force that turns invisible desire into visible success. The law of attraction responds to focus and belief, but without persistence, your energy is scattered and weak. Many people start their journey toward a goal with excitement, visualizing success, repeating affirmations, and feeling motivated. But when obstacles appear, their energy shifts, doubt creeps in, and they abandon their vision. The truth is that every dream you hold will face resistance. Life will test the depth of your belief. It will ask, do you really want this? Will you keep moving when it gets uncomfortable? Persistence is your answer to that question, and it is the key that eventually unlocks the door to manifestation. Resistance can appear in many forms: delays, failures, criticism, or even your own inner fear whispering that you are not capable. Most people mistake resistance for a sign to quit, when in reality, it is a sign that your energy is being refined. Every great success story has a chapter of persistence in the face of resistance. Seeds do not sprout the moment they are planted. They grow roots in darkness first. Your efforts work the same way. When results are not immediately visible, persistence keeps your energy aligned long enough for the invisible work to manifest. Quitting too early is like digging up a seed because you are impatient for the flower. The law of attraction amplifies what you focus on repeatedly, and persistence ensures that your focus remains on your vision instead of your doubts. Each day that you hold your goal in your mind, feel it in your heart, and take aligned action, you are pushing through layers of resistance. Every repeated thought is like water dripping on stone. At first, it seems like nothing changes, but over time the stone gives way. Consistency builds momentum, and momentum eventually breaks through barriers that once felt impossible. Persistence also strengthens belief, and belief is the engine of attraction. When you continue moving toward your dream despite challenges, you send a clear message to your subconscious and to life itself. I am serious about this. I will not stop. That determination begins to attract resources, people, and opportunities that match your commitment. It is as if life waits to see if you will endure before rewarding your vision. This is why so many breakthroughs happen just beyond the point where most people would have quit. Persistence is the bridge to that breakthrough. Another power of persistence is that it transforms you. Every step you take despite resistance builds resilience. You become stronger, wiser, and more capable of handling the success you are attracting. Many times the delays and obstacles are not there to deny you, but to prepare you. A goal achieved without effort often fades quickly, but a goal earned through persistence becomes part of who you are. The energy you build during the struggle is the same energy that sustains the success once it arrives. To practice persistence in alignment with the law of attraction, you must combine belief, patience, and action. Believe so deeply in your vision that temporary setbacks cannot shake you. Be patient enough to let your energy compound over time, knowing that unseen progress is happening even when your eyes cannot yet see it. And take action every day, no matter how small, because action keeps your energy moving forward. The combination of these three elements creates a momentum that resistance cannot hold back forever. Lastly, persistence is a form of faith. Faith is not just believing when everything is easy, it is believing when nothing seems to work. It is continuing to visualize, to feel gratitude, to take steps toward your dream even when the world tells you to stop. That is the energy that bends reality in your favor. The law of attraction works with time and consistency, and persistence is the force that carries you across the finish line. When you refuse to quit, when you keep your vision alive no matter how long it takes, resistance eventually breaks. And when it does, the success you attract will feel inevitable, because your energy, your focus, and your persistence have finally aligned to turn your dream into reality.